guys, it's my niece. Hello, bitches.
Hello.
Hello.
All week long. Whose wife is a bitch? Mine? All rise. Order in the courts. It's time.
I don't know anything about that. Looks like J.J. Watts is in trouble. I'm guessing that's what that jersey is, an old Texans jersey, perhaps.
Yeah, JJ looks a little bit different than I remember. But I do like the X marks the spot, though. That's where you're supposed to be for Terrence Holmes, who, like you said, is still wearing a mask.
Yeah, and it is a J.J. Watts. Is that proper attire for court?
Maybe. We've seen worse.
I thought maybe the rules of the court were a lot like clubs are sometimes. No Timberlands, no jerseys, no do-rags, no plain white tees, that kind of thing.
And our golfer Lisa, thank you for that. Jumping around and hitting the likes, which are very important. Welcome to court. We don't even have the which one we use? That one? No.
There we go, baby. You're in it.
Yeah, we have to take that down once in a while. Welcome to We Got a Case. It's time to watch some court. The empty monetary monorail down below. We are ready. Yes, and no gang colors, right?
Exactly. Yes, no gang colors.
It's very important. You got something that is live, backing off a little bit. Something going on.
Of course, we all remember Judge Old over in Texas and his fantastic court reporter D.D. Jones. We're gonna go check out them. They have some people coming in from the jail. A lot of off the record banter over here today, so I'm not really sure what kind of mood the judge is in, but maybe, just maybe, we can find out as we jump over there and say hello.
Next to zero now. I had 3 cases set.
Guys in the truck, you can do better.
We had
Amy, high spot check.
Diageo, Howard, and Bean. State dismissed the one on Bean, thinking that the other 3 that were apparently about the same time was probably the stronger.
Very casual today. Look at Judge's lean.
He was in jail, so he was my go-to guy. And then, we know that Mr. Diageo is indicating that he may or may not be ready. I'm sure we'll hear about it on Monday morning.
Gone? Does that say gone in jail or go in jail?
They did not indicate that they were ready.
I don't know what he's flexing that computer in the back.
So, and then I allegedly have a civil case.
Allegedly.
They didn't show up for the pretrial or the announcement today, and the typical rule is that if you don't show up for your pretrial or announcement, you don't get to go to trial. But who knows? All right, out at the jail, are you Josh Ray Solis?
Yes, sir. Played real good. I'm proud.
Mr. Solis, can I get you to raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give in this cause will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down, Mr. Solis. How old are you?
27.
How far did you go in school?
My senior year.
Can you read and write the English language?
Yes, sir.
At what age did you kiss a
Are
girl?
you a citizen of the United States? Is that a yes? I'm sorry.
Jim, thank you.
That's a yes.
All right.
Did he kiss a girl or yes that he can?
He's American.
Okay.
Hold on. Mr. Howard, your case has been reset. You're free to go.
Oh, I was like, he's talking to that guy. Wow, that was quick.
Mr. Reeves will be in touch.
That's why
you've been indicted by a grand jury here in Gonzales County of indecency with a child by contact.
Oh,
That is a
Great start.
second-degree felony. Second-degree felonies are punishable by no less than 2 years, no more than 20 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutional Division and up to a $10,000 fine. Do you understand what you've been indicted for and what the range of punishment is?
Yes, sir.
All right. Have you ever consulted a mental health professional?
Yes, sir. Well, they talked to me. I didn't go out of my way to talk to them.
Okay, anything about that would affect your ability to enter into a plea agreement today?
No, sir.
well, he's taking a
Counsel, you
plea.
believe your client's competent to stand trial?
I do, Your Honor. I've asked Mr. Solis many questions, and he's given me logical answers to those questions and coherent answers, and he certainly appears to understand what is going on here today, Your Honor.
All right, and then are you satisfied with Mr. Hill's representation of you in this matter?
Yes, sir.
Is it like
All
he's
right.
shaking kind of?
I have paperwork.
Wouldn't
which
you be
indicates
shaking
intend
sitting
to
there
plead
right now?
guilty.
He's
But
about to go
before you do
into
that, I want you to
prison with
understand
these
that by entering
charges.
into a plea
Really
agreement,
can't be serious.
you're giving up
I am
certain
serious.
rights.
And don't
The
call me
first
short.
right you're giving up is your right to a trial by jury. Do you know what a jury is and what a jury does?
Yes, sir. It's 12 people, and they help, I guess, judge you.
Yep, they listen to and to decide the facts in the case and whether or not you're guilty or not guilty.
Yes, sir.
At any trial, the state calls witnesses, your attorney could cross-examine them, your attorney called witnesses in your defense, and the state would cross-examine them. Finally, if we were to have a trial, the state can't force you to testify. You have the right to remain silent. Are you willing to give up those rights and go forward today?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's the plea agreement?
Your Honor, exchange for the defendant's plea of guilty, 8 years in the institutional division, Texas Department of Criminal Justice, and a $1,000 fine,
No,
or no
fine.
fine. 8 years institutional division, Texas Department of Criminal Justice. That's it.
All right, is that your understanding of the plea agreement, Mr. Solis?
Yes, sir.
And yours, counsel?
Yes, and 19 days credit
All right.
time served, Your Honor.
I'm not a party to that agreement. I don't have to go along with it. I will tell you now that I will go along with it. Therefore, you will not be allowed to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to show you a document marked State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you and Mr. Hill go over it?
Yes, sir.
He explain it to you and answer all your questions?
Yes, sir.
You understand what's in this document?
Yes, sir.
They
To
didn't
show you
share
at the
it.
bottom of the page, are those your initials, Mr. Solis?
Yes, sir.
All right, and then I'm going to show you page 4.
Mr. Solis
And
and the
ask
next
you.
8 years.
That's your signature?
Yes, sir.
Moon.
Do you understand that by
Yeah, it's a moon,
signing
bro.
this document, you're waiving
Three-dimensional
in writing
tombstone,
those
rest in
rights
peace,
you
you
and I just
nasty
talked
bastard.
about?
Yes, sir.
And you're admitting to me in writing that you're guilty of the offense as alleged in the indictment.
Yes, sir.
All right, court will approve the waivers and stipulations. State offer what's been marked State's Exhibit Number 1.
State does, Your Honor.
No objection.
State's 1's admitted. State certified that has provided discovery to defense counsel as listed in
8
State's
years, I
Exhibit
mean,
2.
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
he must have been up for a
On
lot.
behalf of your client, did you receive all discovery listed in State's Exhibit 2?
I did.
Court will accept States 2 as evidence of substantial compliance
we
with
missed something
Article
good earlier.
3914 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure.
I'm gonna
State
try to
offer
catch it.
what's been marked States Exhibit 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, States 2's admitted.
It's over in courtroom 3, and somebody was getting married, and I can't back it up.
Oh, no.
Wait, you can't see it. Why can you not see it? Oh, because I'm on the other shit. never mind.
It's because it's not allowed.
To the offense of indecency with a child by contact, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Okay.
No, very nice.
By pleading guilty, and if I do find you guilty, You will have sex offender conditions when you get out of prison.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Might as well just stay in
Court
prison.
finds the defendant is competent to stand trial, that the plea is freely and voluntarily given. The court will accept the defendant's plea of guilt and in accordance with the plea agreement, finds you guilty of indecency with a child, sentence you to 8 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Institutional Division. You will receive credit for 19 days previously spent
wow.
in jail
What a deal.
on these charges. This is a felony conviction, so from this day forward, you are not allowed to possess firearms and certain ammunition. Possession of a firearm by you after today's date is a separate third-degree felony. This is a plea agreement. I have gone along with the plea agreement. Therefore, as I stated earlier, you are not allowed to appeal. Should you have some issue you want to bring up on appeal, you will need to discuss that with your attorney. I've noted on the trial court certification that you do not have a right
It's an
to
air
appeal.
raid.
Jailbreak.
And it appears to me that you and your attorney have already
Creed's Bishop
signed
show starting up
this
from
document. I'm going to give
7
you a
months back.
copy of this document to your attorney. Do you have any questions about what we've done here today?
Okay.
Grotto,
All
the
right.
evidence was probably
You
so
are
strong
remanded
against him.
into the custody of the
Yeah, I
Sheriff's
was kind of
Department
thinking that too.
of
They might have
Gonzales County for
good case.
safekeeping until such time as you can be transported to the appropriate
Hello, here.
institutional division facility. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
We also have
And he means good luck.
Okay, also there's an
Yeah, like-
application for a protective
luck.
order. Service
Oh, that might
was
be right.
waived on that, I believe.
Yes, John, that's part of, the paperwork, beginning of the court.
All right.
We have a well,
Sign the order of confidentiality.
2 times a day, 3 times a day. Yeah, 2 times a day. I think that goes off. Tell you it's noon and then it's 5 o'clock. I don't remember what times.
When it comes to hurting children, I have zero sympathy.
No,
Zero.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You're already dead to me as far as it matters. And obviously he was guilty. It's not saying, oh, Mikey, you don't know if he was guilty or not. Obviously he was if he took a plea deal for 8 years in prison.
Right when it was with them, wasn't it? So it really wasn't like 2 years.
Yeah. And he doesn't seem to have any remorse. Let's be serious.
No, he's just
It's a
kind of there
lifetime.
going through the motions.
Okay, it's a lifetime protective order, so.
Let's just hope and
contact
pray
with the complaining
if and when
witness in
he
this
does
case
get out.
ever. You understand that?
He never offends again.
All right.
I believe that would be the sentencing that Kay would throw down on him as the wood chipper. Though. Oops.
I know somebody would get mad that we laughed at that, but we did.
Bad trolls.
All righty. Anything further from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Anything further from defense?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Solis. You're excused.
All you see is a fist come through the door and punch him right in the face. Well, he's a little dude too. He's gonna have a rough time.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the woman in the very back?
I like this jailer.
He's got some of them really good pumpkin seeds going. Heard it's a good snack. Yes.
Yes, Jim, you can have free roam of the train. And let me go ahead and give a recommendation for a movie I watched. Bullet Train. Very good movie. I enjoyed it a lot.
It was getting red.
Yes, it is Samoa Joe. I should have noticed that. Creed, what have you got while we're over here slowly meandering to something else?
Yeah, let me know if we need to go back. Have familiar face there. Haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, she got a good background.
With the offenses of public drunk and disorderly conduct. Do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you represented in this matter by Mr. J. Kim as your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had a chance to speak to him about your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Has
Drunk and
he
disorderly.
Has he taken the time and opportunity to counsel you and advise you regarding your rights and options in your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the advice and counsel he's provided to you?
If you get arrested for drunk and disorderly and you're not in a car, does it affect your license?
Apparently not, because she looks like she's driving
Yes, ma'am.
or
Do
drove
you
there. and parked.
understand that you have the right to plead guilty, not guilty, or nolo to your charges?
Yes, ma'am.
No low.
Did you make the decision to plead nolo to public drunk?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he explain to you, Mr. Kim, explain to you the nature of the charge pending, all of the statutory and constitutional rights that apply to your case, the potential range of punishment for the offense, and the consequences of you pleading nolo here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied that you fully and completely understand these matters as they apply to your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kim, did you speak to Ms. Warshay about her decision to plead nolo?
I did, Your Honor.
Are you satisfied that she fully and completely understands each matter as it applies to her case?
I am, Your Honor.
Do you know of any reason why I should not accept her plea?
No, Your Honor.
Ma'am, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
Knox
Judge, you're
internet there.
Breaking up a little bit.
Yeah, it cut out for me too.
By the way, that $15 Walmart light that she has right next to her that Mersh has in
We'll
his
try again. Can
room
you all hear me?
just throws it off.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How do you intend to plead to public drunk?
Nolo.
Has anyone threatened you or coerced you in any way to get you to plead nolo?
No, ma'am.
As you stand where you are today, are you under the influence of any type of intoxicant?
No, ma'am.
Let me get a factual basis from the prosecutor.
Yes, Your Honor. On June 4th of 2021, officers was dispatched to a dispute at B Concourse at Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport.
Nice.
Upon further investigation, officers found that the defendant was at a restaurant bar where she had 2 drinks and requested one to go. Once she was denied another drink, she began cursing and yelling. At that point, she began causing a scene. In addition, after several attempts to get the defendant to calm down, she continued to be irrational and causing a disturbance in the airport amongst other travelers. After several attempts to get her to leave, she would not cooperate, and at that time, she was escorted down the jet and transported to the precinct.
Let's go, baby.
And those are the facts of the case, Your Honor. The state is recommending for count 1, 12 months to serve, 12 months probation for her to pay $300.
It's not bad.
I believe we agreed upon just a $300 fine.
Yes, I'm sorry. I couldn't remember, so let me.
She wanted to throw in
It's
some
a
probation
$300
too.
fine, Your Honor, for count 1.
So she's just gonna pay $300? That's it? It's not bad at all.
Is that what you agree to?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Kim, anything else you want to offer on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I'd like to thank the court and the state for allowing her to log in on Zoom. Ms. Worship lives out of state. She lives in Florida. I believe she was passing through Atlanta at the time. She is apologetic for her actions. Your Honor, I did want to ask if the court could provide me an SSD payment. That way I could forward it to her. She is able to pay the fine today, as long as I can get her those documents so she can pay it. Other than that, Your Honor, I'd like to ask the court to accept a negotiated plea.
All right.
Oh, I hope you win.
I will
Let us know.
As to count 1, the public drug charge, to be a $300 fine. I will give Ms. Warshay until the end of the week to get that paid. In the event if she runs into any technical issues where she can't pay it today. Count two, Miss Baker.
I can't remember the name. I know exactly what you're talking about, where they took all the inmates there.
All right, count two.
Had them battle it out.
Be dismissed at the state's motion.
Death match or something
Do you
like
have
that.
any questions,
Maybe
Ms. Warshay, about your sentence?
No, ma'am.
something death. I
You
think.
have 30 days to appeal your sentence. You have 12 months to challenge your sentence under civil.
Condemned? Maybe.
All right. Mr. Kim, the clerk we'll have the clerk email you all of the documents regarding the fine and the ways to pay that fine. And he will forward that information to you, ma'am.
She must have been a real angry drunk.
Thank you.
I don't know. They
Thank
don't
you.
play
You may
much
log off
when
your
you're in an
excuse.
airport, though. Especially once you're past it and you're going to be flying like that. You know, they're very sensitive to that. That is it over there. At least we got to see one of them, anyways.
That's all right. We got something going on over here. This is Judge
All right.
Magistrate
So again,
Tamara.
the public defender has already
in
filed an appearance. They will
for,
continue to
Fink.
represent you in this file. And you are here today on a bench warrant. It looks like you missed your last court date. And that was in front of Judge Simpson on October 5th. And so a bench warrant was issued for you. Counsel, Mr. Hawthorne, would you like to address that warrant?
Yes, we did speak about the failure to appear. I do want to note that it shows there was a mail notice that was sent to a previous
interesting
address that was
goatee on this
ultimately
guy.
returned. So Mr. Burmeister did not receive notice of the October 5th date.
Wasn't he in court when he got his prior court hearing on September 15th or 17th, whatever day that was?
Oh, that was a great movie.
September.
14th, yes, he was.
Okay. So I hear you. I'm not gonna buy what you're selling, but I hear you. I understand what you're saying. All right, so we'll cancel the bench warrant because we have you here today. We're going to reschedule you to see Judge Simpson October
you, but-
19th. That will be in the morning. I
I
don't
ain't buying
have a
it.
specific time. He'll see you
Like
as soon
her.
as he can see you on
No BS.
that day,
right?
and I have canceled the bench warrant. Counsel, would you like to address bond in this matter? Does she-
Yeah,
She rattled
Uh,
him.
Ms. O'Connor, did you want to address bond?
Your Honor, Mr. Burmeister was actually not on my arraignment form today. When is his next court date?
October 19th, next week,
October
Selling
Wednesday.
the balagna.
Okay. The people at this point are going to leave it to the court's discretion. If it is just a personal reconnaissance, I believe that is acceptable to the people.
Mr. Hawthorne?
yes, we are requesting a PR bond. I know
Mike,
that
I love
Mr.
it.
Simpson did set the bond at 5,000, the right to post 10%. Mr. Burmeister is gainfully employed and has been, and he has no other hold or detainer.
Thank you. All right, well, the judge set this at $5,000 and I am not going to change that.
Wow.
The bond will remain at $5,000 cash. Oh, no, it looks like 10%.
She's tough.
It is
I like
10%.
it.
So $5,000.
Even though the APA
So
said
if
they
you
were
would
fine with
between
the
now and then, you're welcome to post that
a
bond,
PR.
$5,000, 10%, $500. And again, if
Nate,
you're
good to
unable
see
to
you,
post
buddy.
that, then Judge Simpson will see you on the 19th as soon as you can be seen
Still worried
that
about
morning.
breakfast
If you
and lunch
remain
first,
in
you know.
custody, the jail will
Not
assist
even
you.
there
If you're
yet.
out of custody, you'll receive additional information from your attorneys. Any questions for me, Mr. Burmeister?
Is there any way I can get a personal out so we can get back to work?
She just said no.
The Burmeister.
Because
Why weren't you capable of showing up?
I do live in Livonia and they did not have the correct address. And I thought it was a Zoom through Zoom. And I couldn't get a hold of my original attorney, Jim Gallagher. So I did.
Jim
myself
Gallagher
in a
from
voting
Shameless?
matter, being that I didn't want to look like I was gonna not come back. I just want to get back out and I'll be back on the 19th.
You will be back on the 19th. I don't have authority to change this. This is something that Judge Simpson said. I would note if it was my choice, I wouldn't change your bond.
Well, it's a
You
person.
have to be affirmative. You have to do what you have to do so that you can get to court when you need to get to court. So Judge Simpson will see you on the 19th. You're all set. If you stand up, that'll let the jail staff know that you're done. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, not doing it, bud. Not happening. Not happening, Captain.
Judge George just approached the bench, but he's going to run through all that stuff, so we probably can watch one more before we
I have
jump
to go back to workflow.
Yeah, that's just.
Yeah, I can't believe.
Okay.
I go back to workflow.
Rarely.
Didn't
That's
Oh, no,
Frank
he-
Gallagher.
He's
Okay.
right into it. Never mind.
Days in jail and a $1,000 fine. You have any question about that charge?
No,
Okay. How would you like to plead today?
not guilty. And Your Honor, could you tell me if I have any family or anybody out there in the courtroom?
Shout outs.
Everybody here today.
Do I have an audience, Your Honor?
I'd love the bailiff check the hall. Somebody's supposed to show for you.
He'll
today?
yell in the hall for him.
Three
I
times.
don't even know if anybody even knows I'm in here.
Oh, okay.
But
Then
my
why?
my dad has Alzheimer's and dementia along with sundowners, and I take care of him. So
What?
I just don't. I haven't even got to even reach out to nobody. I just got to get my dad taken care of.
Where do you
Creed,
live?
what is Sundowners?
I live in Canal Winchester.
Canal Winchester.
I don't even know what Sundowners is.
Want to say anything before I set your bond?
There's nobody out there besides Mr. Dawson.
Okay.
Sundowners.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, sir. No.
Your family don't care.
Your dad may know, but he forgot.
Ah.
There you got no damn bar. My dad's got Sundowners. Dad could be anywhere at this point then.
Sundowner medical term is refers to a state of confusion occurring in the late afternoon and lasting into the night. That's an actual thing. So you're like real lucid during the day or whatnot?
And then the sun goes down and you're like a reverse werewolf. You like lose all your powers.
It's when you get real close to a birthday stop, Mikey.
When the sun goes down.
I think it's a great idea. Griggsy, I got your thing right here. Hold on.
I would, if you do, I would love pictures. Could we get pictures? That's what I want.
You on probation or anything?
Pardon me?
Are you on probation or parole?
I have never heard of that.
No. I'm on nothing.
I have the whole thing ready to go here. I'll show you.
Please.
I do have a full-time job though.
Okay, where are you working?
I work for Powerhouse Auto on 310. I'm full-time mechanic, 12, 14-hour days I work.
Okay. You got a valid driver's license?
Got a whole costume.
Yes, I
Dressed
do.
just like Randy.
Now, stipulation with my valid driver's license is that I do have work privileges.
Okay, so it's suspended.
Yes, but I got all that taken care of, so I'm able to drive.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to try one of the new the burrito things. The steak, and I haven't had one yet.
They're good. My doctor says I can't have any more of them, though. Pretty sad.
That's very sad. That's crazy about the
Yes, what a great song. Don't let the sun.
Okay. Maybe I heard he gets up at about 6 p.m. again every day. So imagine that.
That's why he's like that. If I see him on one more of those singles pages on Facebook,
oh, they're good though. They're so good.
Thank you.
They're so good.
All right, thank you.
The pictures that he uses.
he uses different
are the
ones.
best.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just
they're-
randomly show up. There's
22 CRB 1594, State of Ohio versus Daniel March.
Creed,
They're like
everybody
these,
knows what
So
Suns
these are gonna
Downers
be
is.
recorded. Anything you say can be used against you in the future.
They're like
You have
these,
the right to an
I
attorney.
guess, for singles
You
to
can
put
have
their
for one, you can make
pictures
an
so that
application
it's
for court
easier
appointed
for people to
attorney.
prey on them
You're
that,
charging
you know, try to
court
scam
appointed
out of
attorneys.
money.
You bring up singles and look what happens.
I have received a copy. Well, actually, my boss's best friend is
Not
Jason.
Barb. Good to
You
see you,
gonna give
Barb.
that to you today?
No.
We've seen this
Hey,
guy
we've seen this
before.
guy before.
Penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. You have any questions about that, Judge?
No questions about it.
How would you like to plead today?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
It's actually a Walking Dead costume.
Would you like to say anything before I set your bond today?
No, I don't believe so. Although it does, these charges are stemming from September sometime, and I'm not really certain what they're even relating to.
Let's see. Okay.
I have another case with 3 charges in reference to a temporary protection order that they alleged I violated.
Okay.
With 1 criminal damaging on there. I didn't know if this was a consolidated charge setback from those 3 or if this was an additional.
September 15, as it says on the complaint there, it's looks like a broken telephone is the allegation.
Broken telephone.
Broken telephone. Okay. Okay, I see.
See?
Well, not guilty. I paid to replace her phone. Oh boy. Yeah, I paid to replace her phone.
Okay.
She has a brand new phone.
You being held on another case, it looks like.
Meyer?
Hey.
Yeah.
Sarge?
So it looks like it's part of another case. So yeah, not guilty.
Did you have a bond hearing on your other case?
I did, in which they set my bond at a value because
That's kind of weird. We did just mention that, and then they just
I
like
told you as soon as you said it, I saw him pop up because I'm ahead of you on the comments.
Wow.
As soon as you said it, it popped up. The very second. Very second.
Insane.
Okay. All right. How are you on this case? All right.
Right.
Thank you.
He's been in a while.
Get the bond reduced in my other cases, I would be able to return to work and be able to, facilitate my
You can file a motion or have.
Oh, I
an
agree,
attorney
Shell.
File a motion about that. Okay.
Okay. Can I file a motion here with you?
I don't know whose case it is. It's Judge Stansbury's case, I think. So.
There you go.
Okay.
Suck it up.
I
Apply
can't
for
file
an
a motion.
attorney. You did. Okay. You applied for an attorney already? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you'll need to apply for one in this case if you want an attorney for this case as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guess so. I'll BRB.
22
Go ahead.
1593. City of Ohio versus Edward Corbett.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Corbett, today's hearing is being recorded. Anything you say can be used against you in the future. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, you can make an application for court-appointed attorney. I have 2 complaints here charging you with domestic violence and assault. Did you receive a copy of those complaints?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you need me to read those to you today?
No, I got the same ones yesterday, and Stansbury gave me an OR for both of them. That's why I'm confused on why I had to come back today in front of you to do it again.
Okay.
But they did change one. One of them still the same. It's assault, but the other one they changed to domestic violence. I think.
Oh,
I think that's how they changed it, but
this
I
guy.
think that's how they changed on it. But
Let me see if I can figure out what's going on for you.
By the way, why he's taking time to look at that.
I have
Take
you in on a
second.
felony theft charge.
Oh, felony theft on top
yeah, I
of
got an
that.
OR earlier for that,
Okay.
and I got to go report and get a GPS ankle monitor on me.
Okay. I don't see it. Does he have another case?
Do us a favor, like this video. Thank you.
Can you pull up the complaint? Can you pull up the complaint? David, maybe the offense.
Somebody's running off copies in the background again. This guy's got a plethora of charges. Please don't give him an OR. Please don't give him an OR.
What the guys?
Yeah, he's saying a lot. Of course he did. That's why he's got that mask wrapped around.
Stated the offense.
Licking County, in case you've never been there, fantastic stuff.
Appears to be from the day before the charges yesterday.
Yeah, that's on this October 6th.
Yeah.
That's what the other ones say too. I was gonna bring them down here, but I thought I was going back.
This one says October 5th. Is there a victim?
That's right. He can do it wherever he wants, Matt. It's pretty bad. We got so many charges you can't figure out which ones you're up
This is
to.
October 5th. It looks like the charge you had yesterday was October 6th.
Oh, okay.
But it is the same alleged victim, Christina Marsh. Do you have any other questions about that?
Amazing.
Nah, I just want to let you know I do got a job, a car, valid license, everything's legit. I got a 10-year-old son. I got a job.
So you're going to be on
at work.
GPS for felony court?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
As soon as I leave here, I gotta go put it on.
Okay.
Look, this is
Any
it,
other
man.
questions today?
You got the run of the thing today. It's all yours.
So I got these two, and I got two more with Stansberry, or it's just these two now.
They're different charges, it looks like.
So I got 4 total then.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
See ya.
The other case was a criminal mischief.
Get better, Grotto.
An assault. This is domestic violence and assault. They're the same charge, just the only difference is one alleges that you're family and household members.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm a little replaced confused. I just needed it.
How would you like to plead?
Not guilty. I also have a paid attorney, but I gotta make it to the bank to get him some money and keep working.
Okay.
Here's what we're gonna do.
We get it. You want to get out and go to work.
No contact with Christina Marsh.
Yes, sir.
No drugs or alcohol.
Yes, sir.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Since you're on,
Already.
as long as you're gonna be on GPS with felony, I'll OR you today. Okay.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, again, he's in for domestic violence. He's got another felony. He's already been convicted for it. He's going to wear ankle monitors.
This matter is 22 TRD 6115 and 21 TRD 7363, State of Ohio versus Jason Paul. Mr. Paul.
That's all right. Glad you're Dallas Alice.
On these traffic tickets.
Loud, you're so right, but at the same time, it is kind of almost like you should give people trophies
From August.
that have jobs, cars, and
2021. Do you recall that charge?
Maybe he does.
That's the one. Is that the one I'm here for?
I have 2 traffic tickets here that you haven't appeared on. The first one is from August 16th,
Welcome, Matt.
2021.
Very
You
cool.
were charged with driving
See you
under
there.
suspension, failure to wear seatbelt, and expired tags,
Okay.
as well as fictitious plates.
fictitious plates. Say it isn't so.
That ticket.
No, I don't have that ticket in front of me. I have a different ticket, but.
You have a July ticket?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Well, they pulled this old one as well because it hasn't been taken care of.
Chris?
So this was at
Glad you're
State
here.
Route 79 in Heath on August 16th.
This July.
And fictitious plates.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I took care of that.
Okay.
I did time on that, I believe.
I would remember if I did time on something.
I don't have you ever appearing on it. I don't think there's been a warrant out since September of last year.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
did.
I'm sure I did time on that one, but not guilty. I'll get it.
Did you have another ticket around that time?
No, I remember
No.
Exactly what it was. I was going to a meeting and I had my go-kart in the back of the truck. I remember getting questioned and there was a female officer. I remember.
She was a real TWAT, if you know what I mean.
Any questions about that charge?
That's a good
Those
point.
charges?
I mean, I'm sorry, the
I
monitor.
think you
is
already took
freezing.
care of that one. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, yeah, I went to jail for that, but I mean,
He's pretty sure he went to jail for it, Creed.
you
He's
believe him?
convinced. He's convincing me for
A
sure.
record appeared on it.
I was in jail. You guys helped me. Okay.
You? What do you mean, you guys? What's that supposed to mean?
It could be wrong. I don't know that it's wrong.
He's probably
Okay, I understand.
thinking
Yeah,
like
not
he was
guilty.
there for a few days when he got picked up on it and then got
Yeah.
bonded out and never went back.
Excuse me.
I doubt
The
they
last one was in 2020.
screw that up too often.
Before that, driving under suspension. Looks like you got fined. Okay. Well, here I'll advise you. Fictitious plates is a 4th-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty 30 days in jail. $250 fine.
You got the beard right.
Expired tags maximum penalty of $150 fine. Seatbelt has a penalty of a $30 fine. And you're driving
I'm
under.
pretty sure I've already gone to jail for that, Your Honor. He's like a pretty honest guy. Why not? Let him out.
Have a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and a $250 fine. Any question about those charges?
Yes, he said he's already been.
I thought the driving under suspension was non-jailable, but
Let's see here. There are two separate ones. There's
they keep changing it back and forth.
there's a license forfeiture and a non-compliance.
Again, you didn't come back for these minuscule things you could have took care of.
Yeah.
Lots of license forfeitures and
A lot of license forfeitures.
non-compliance suspensions as well. Any other questions about those charges? Okay.
No.
How'd you like to plead to those charges today?
Not guilty.
Jim is the one man
I
trainer.
need to check into the one that I'm positive I dealt with.
Yeah, you're entitled to a court-appointed attorney if you can't afford one, because there are a couple jailable offenses here.
Yeah, you even had him with him.
That's the one I don't understand.
Okay.
I sent Grotto those screenshots, of the single guy.
Yes.
Where
He says-
you living?
172 South Williams is where they.
Says, Jesus Christ, I've
brought me
told
in
him
from
before
here
those are
last
fishing
night.
posts. Yeah, that's the only reason, so they can.
A neighbor called and said I was in an argument, so I got no charges from that. They just brought me in.
All right. Are you in on child support?
Yes, I went to court and they set a bond this morning,
Okay.
and it was just a review hearing that I missed, so I go tomorrow morning again.
Okay.
I'm hoping they rush that along. I just had the roof torn off currently, and it rains tomorrow.
All right, there's an excuse we haven't heard yet. Holy shit, that's a great one.
That is a good one. That's a good one.
Show up to court.
It's
Okay,
gonna
now
rain
I have
tomorrow.
a July ticket
A roof, Your Honor.
charging you with driving under suspension. Did you receive that one?
Yeah, I believe that's one.
Okay.
That was
Max
so
penalty
good.
on that one.
Bye. Thank you, buddy.
Billy jumping on the monetary monorail.
That's the caboose.
Probably.
My God, again.
You mentioned it again, Creed. As soon as you mentioned it.
Hey now.
Why haven't you been in court on those?
Welcome back.
Honestly, I've just been working. I had COVID. I just got over that. That's why I missed my child support.
It's going to rain tomorrow. Also heard it was winter solstice.
I didn't even know about the first one you asked me about.
Okay.
I swear I took care of that one.
Okay.
I was in jail on that one.
Okay.
Mikey said, working on it.
What did you say your hearing was for child support?
Tomorrow morning.
Okay. What's going to happen?
I just didn't go to a review hearing because I was sick, so I don't know. I mean, I paid my payments and I'm behind.
This guy's in trouble for everything.
Payments that the judge required for 4 months until my review.
I think he's
I
a
was just
little
sick
bit
that
of a
morning.
bitch. I could just see like any little thing that goes wrong. I can just see him going on for 2 hours about something. That was a great one, though. Seriously. My roof's not done. It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Yeah, I could have come to court, but who was going to keep all my belongings covered?
Okay, you want those set for trial then?
The
For
other
you-
reason why he
your
knows
guys-
all the details.
I guess I need to get an attorney because that first one.
All right, get the application filled out if you can't afford one. Yeah, you need to show up to court though.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even know that one existed. I apologize.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Sure, liar, get out of here. Get you lying ass on out of here. Pay your child support.
Class 22, CRB 1515, State of Ohio versus Hensel Southern.
Hensel?
Mr. Southern, today's hearing is being recorded. Anything you say can be used against you in the future. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, you can make an application for a court-appointed attorney. I have 2 complaints here charging you with unlawful restraint and disorderly conduct. Did you receive a copy of those complaints?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Bondage gone wrong.
Today?
No.
Okay. Maximum penalty for unlawful restraint is 60 days in jail, $500 fine. Maximum penalty for disorderly conduct is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. You have any question about those charges? Okay. How would you like to plead today?
Not guilty.
Unlawful restraints, like when you hold on to somebody and won't let them leave your house. Is that
your bond today?
Or chokehold?
Well, yes, I turned myself in this morning. I didn't even have warrants on me.
Okay. You went down to the sheriff's department, or where did you go?
I come right here.
Okay. Where do you live?
906 Linwood Avenue.
906
Yes, sir.
Linwood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who do you live there with?
My brother.
I could definitely see that. So I went out. I had all my packages going out, and I didn't want to take them to the post office today because I got a crap load of stuff to do. So I take them out, and there was mail in my mailbox. So I'm like, damn it, she came early. I'm like, she usually comes. Anyways, I got to run out in about 2 or 3 minutes because we live on a dead end. So she's going to go down. I got to catch her when she comes back. So I don't have to take a picture of it. Just so you know, I'll be gone for just a minute. She just came by. I thought she was already here. I thought we had her mail, but it got me today.
Is there any way this guy doesn't smell like Carlton cigarettes?
Carlton cigarettes. He's got a hell. I don't know. He can certainly smell them. He's got a hell of a honker on. I took them all the way down to the mailbox. I opened it up and there's some mail. I'm like, God, man, she's usually on like, especially on long weekends. Nailed it. Got the nose right, that's for sure. Almost a upward penis nose because it's got a little bit of a tip to it. You see that?
Oh, easy, bud.
Calm down. Oh, they're all over Discord, man.
He don't look like he could restrain anybody. I mean, it's pretty scrawny.
I read that and I specifically think Darth Nihilus.
By the way, congratulations to Grigsby for being a mod now over here. We appreciate your service.
Oh yeah.
We need as many as we can get, I think, because 9 times out of 10, when I need one, there aren't any around.
Let's try it again. Did you say you're single and looking for a lover, Mikey?
Maybe I'm thinking about getting into dating.
Yeah, on the condition you have no contact with your mother while this is pending. You understand that?
Oh, his mother.
Wait for a CPO order on me. I know I'm not
Damn.
supposed to be around you.
Okay. Well, that should be easy then.
Yeah,
Hey, it's
that's
D.
very
Snyder.
easy.
Okay. All right. You need a quarter
Time for that.
to get that paperwork filed.
House of Hair.
I know what to do.
Oh.
Where to go.
Bishop's got to go put it in.
Thank you. See you, Mike.
All righty.
Sue, where are you? We didn't get to see Sue today.
She's not close with George like she
Okay,
was
Jeremy, tell those
Stansberry.
folks today's hearing is being recorded.
Yeah,
Anything
nowhere
you say
near.
can be used against you in the future.
I'll be
You
our
have a right to an attorney.
Go
If
ahead.
you cannot afford one, you can make an application today for a court-appointed attorney. When I call your name, have a seat at the table. We'll go over your charge and your plea, and then you need to go to the clerk's office. Do not leave today without checking out at the clerk's office. Next matter is 22 TRD 7107, State of Ohio versus Rachel Sweeney. Ms. Sweeney, you could appear for your trial in this matter. What happened there?
I never received any mail, and I called to check and see if they had the address right. I live with my dad, and he's retired, and he didn't get any mail either, so I'm not sure how I didn't hear about it.
Okay. Did you speak to your attorney at all?
Thank you, Ann.
I don't know, I never got any papers. I applied for a court appointment.
Yeah, I appointed you an attorney, Mr. Beckman.
Mr. Beckman?
I think he's never got in contact with him. 29th, when did I appoint? Mr. Beckman.
Simping ain't easy.
The 7th, okay.
Good to see you.
Okay, you want that reset for trial?
Yes, please.
Setting it for a trial. I mean, going to trial is smart in some cases, but in others, I think it's just really, just dragging things out and delaying the inevitable.
Attorney if you want an appointed attorney, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next matter is 22 CRB 1500, State of Ohio versus Scott Cremians.
Scott. Scott. Looking dapper.
Cremians. Okay. Mr. Cremians, I have tickets here from September 19. Lots of tickets. Two for failure to confine dog and 3 for failure to license a dog. Did you receive a copy of those?
Yes.
Okay. Maximum penalty for offenses. I tell you wrong. I think it's $100. Yeah, $100 fine. There's a mandatory minimum penalty of $25 fine.
Great Testament song.
You got those charges? Okay. How would you like to plead today?
Guilty.
Guilty. Okay. You understand that a guilty plea is a complete admission of your guilt?
Correct.
Okay. You understand by pleading guilty, you're waiving your right.
It's the dog fines. Pay them and get walking.
Accept your guilty plea, find you guilty, get your dogs registered. Okay.
I just didn't see the court dates on the papers, just missed the date.
Okay.
That's so weird that you mentioned Scott from the Liberace biopic.
Puppies get loose.
We interviewed that guy years after Liberace had died. Man, did he have some stories to tell.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, got puppies back.
Scott Thornton, I think is his name. It is Taco Tuesday, Farmer Chad. Righteously so. Yeah, dog crime is like 50% of the crime going on around here. Nothing but hard hitting stuff on this show.
Fiance took the tickets, but I'll take care of them, and what here I am now. So I think get taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah. True that.
Okay,
Well,
I'll put the minimum $25 fine on each of those court costs.
I like the way you talk. Pink Floyd, huh?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Next matter is 22 TRD 8419, State of Ohio versus Admu Dia.
Yeah.
Mr. Diaz, did you have a dog you didn't take care of?
Is it Dia?
Dia.
Yeah, Mr. Dia, I have a ticket from the second charging you with driving under suspension and a tail light or license plate light violation. Did you receive a copy of that ticket?
I did, yes.
Okay. Maximum penalty for tail light or license plate light.
He'll be right back.
$50 fine. Maximum penalty for your driving under suspension charge is 500 hours of community service and a $1,000 fine. Any question about those charges?
I would die if you ever gave somebody the maximum.
The driver license was suspended by mistake, Your
Okay.
Honor. And it was fixed the next day because they didn't receive any financial responsibility.
Okay, so are you valid now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a couple options for you. If you are valid, if you want to plead not guilty today, you come back with the trial date. The prosecutor sees that you're valid. They might dismiss that charge. You'll just have to take care of the other charge.
Yes, that's what the officer told me. He
Okay.
said,
To get valid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can look you up to see if you're valid today. I can't dismiss the charge, but
Debut album?
Not fine you if you wanted to plead guilty to it, if you were valid. But obviously, it's a good deal. We come back, they get rid of the charge.
Sure.
That's up to you.
Sure.
You have any questions about that or anything else today?
You jerk farmer.
What would you like to do?
I met a few of those.
Okay.
I mean, they collect a lot of money off of those
Okay.
unregistered
We said
dogs.
either on a Tuesday morning with Judge Stansbury or a Wednesday morning with me. Make sure you're here. They'll likely dismiss that charge if you haven't done that before. Okay.
Okay.
Next matter is 22 CRB 1591, State of Ohio versus Reginald Hammond.
Think Creed's out there talking to the post lady like,
Hammond.
hey, baby, I got a podcast. What you think about that?
Mr. Hammond, I have a complaint from Hebron charging you with disorderly conduct. Did you receive a copy of that complaint?
No.
You did not? Okay. You need me to read that to you?
Yes.
Okay. It states that the complainant, Patrolman E. Shaw, after being duly sworn according to law, states that on or about October 10th, 2022, in the village of Hebron, Licking County, Ohio, the defendant, Reginald Hammond, did unlawfully and while voluntarily intoxicated engage in conduct or create a condition that presents a risk of physical harm to the offender or another or to the property of another and did persist in said conduct after reasonable warning or request to desist, contrary to section, in violation of section 2917.11B2 of the revised code. This crime is commonly known as disorderly conduct, intoxication, persisting, a misdemeanor of the 4th degree. Maximum penalty for that is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Any questions about that charge today?
No.
Okay. How would you like to plead?
No contest. Your Honor.
Okay.
No
I'd
comment.
like to apply for the diversion program if I qualify.
Okay, well, those are two different things. So
Okay.
you would plead, you would just plead.
You acted a fool while you were drunk.
If you want to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You want
Shame.
to apply for diversion?
Yes.
You don't have a record or anything?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Cover that mouth.
You stupid bastard.
I didn't realize that diversion
Because I believe what the officer said, so I didn't think that I should plead not guilty.
Okay. Well, what happens is to participate in the diversion program, you'll have to plead guilty.
I understand.
Once we have your diversion hearing, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to the basement today. You're going to make an appointment with the diversion officer. They'll interview you and decide whether they're going to let you into whether the probation department and the prosecutor are going to let you into the diversion program. So then we'll have a plea hearing where you'll enter if you're accepted, and you'll enter a guilty plea. We'll put you in the program. I won't find you guilty, but we'll have your plea in abeyance.
Somebody trying to log on?
Diversion, we would just have to go back and sentence you. If you complete it, the case gets dismissed. And
This must be Bishop as bad as it sounds.
That's how that works, okay? But you will have to plead guilty if you want to participate at that point.
Okay. I understand.
All right. Any other questions about that today?
No, Your Honor.
Looks like you posted bond today?
Yes,
Okay.
yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Did you
Yeah, I've got my bond papers
okay.
here.
Did you got arrested at the time?
I was at home, yes.
Okay.
I mean, if he's never used it before, he can get that, right? That's basically what it boils down to. Hey, Richard, it's your dad. I think Creed tried to join us from the mailbox, but it just didn't happen.
Oh, Rich, this is your dad.
You have to waive your speedy trial rights. Obviously, it gives us time to get you interviewed and all that stuff, but that's up to you as well. Okay?
I understand.
All right. Okay. So I'll continue. Bond is posted, and
That's Bartles of Bartles and James.
okay, before you leave today. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Attorneys at law.
Just have to see their right now.
All right.
They're waiting, they're waiting to speak to you on this case.
Who Judge George is khaki because the ladies love him. Ladies love the Judge George. There's no audio on this thing. What in the world's going on here? Oh, they're not talking. That's why. That'll happen when there's no talking. Creed,
That was kind of funny. As soon as I get that out, she starts coming down the road.
She was watching. She was trying to hurry up and get there.
I swear.
We jumped over here, but I mainly jumped there because you have the female loco, and you have I am the clerk for 101 names over here. Now they're just sitting
Whoa. Stop the clock.
Violated condition.
I think it was leaking right.
What you got, Creed?
Well, we can run back here where we were.
Go
earlier.
ahead.
Department. That is going to include drug and alcohol testing. Failure to appear may result in a warrant for your arrest. Do you understand that? It doesn't sound likely, but in the event that you are released, you'll have to get to community corrections within 24 business hours of your release from jail. They're just across the parking lot. Failure to appear there again may result in a warrant for your arrest.
Seems like
That's
that's
your
a
bond conditions,
Friday thing
again,
only,
not in
Nancy.
the order of importance.
Yeah.
If there's any change to your contact information, you are required to notify the court. You are not to commit any crimes while released. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms.
By the way, I saw Law Talk with Mike covered what we covered live on Friday as well. So popular choice.
No direct or indirect contact with the above named individual in person or through others. No telephone, email, texting, internet, and or social media. No Skype, no Zoom, no FaceTime.
No sending
contact
flowers.
means no contact.
By the way,
And you are
they
not
came back, but
020
just a while ago.
Green Road in Ann Arbor. Do you understand your conditions, sir?
Yeah.
I am going to set a cash bond in this matter. That cash bond is going to be $5,000 based upon my review of your criminal history, my concern for the safety of the community at large, and whether you are a flight risk. I believe that's appropriate. And that'll be cash or surety, no 10% privilege. Any questions for me at this time, sir?
No.
Cole, it definitely could
anything
be
further from people?
could be worse.
No, Your Honor.
But still,
Thank
that
you.
sucks.
And anything further, Mr. Hawthorne?
No, nothing further.
He does
Okay,
you right.
then we are all set. You can stand up to let the jail staff know that you are done. We'll get your paperwork to you shortly.
All right.
Yeah, all done. Send in the next dude.
Ooh, straight.
Yeah.
Nice. What'd we do, Carrot Tops,
What is your
kid?
name?
Travis Bogan.
I'll be with you in
Bogan.
a second, sir.
Mr. Bogan. We've had a hard time catching Judge Herman on lately.
Yeah, why do you think that is?
It seems like everybody's changing up their times a little bit. We're just missing them. There is a possibility of us. I found some really good courtrooms that on days or nights we might want to do like a night court thing or something. There's tons of that. Maybe one night.
No, I love that.
I'm the only one that feels like Tamara Garwood is like very assertive. If you
Very
know what I
much
mean?
so, yes.
Like you want to be her man, you gotta learn to listen, follow instructions very well.
Right into the mask. I love it.
He can take that home with him.
Yeah, for real though. Yeah, she is. I don't think she cuts many breaks.
No, she is very tight, and I like that.
Are they all going to the same person? So I can just call them up. They're all just kidding. Can I?
Yes,
is that offensive?
See, he's ready for Halloween. He's dressed up as one of the Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Just waiting for my computer to update. It'll be just one moment.
Just running updates. No biggie.
Great time. Yeah, start the stream and run out. No, somebody else who does that.
Yeah. Couldn't done that before it was time to stream. Huh?
No, no. Got to do everything right as soon as you fire it up.
She got some chaw in her mouth.
Yeah, I saw that over. I thought maybe she had a little bit of red man. What you got pulled up over?
The sexiest judge in all the land.
All right, so we are going to set this for December 15th to see if there's going to be
Who's
any
not talking
information
at the
brought
moment?
forward about any injuries or anything.
Why are we
and
getting no audio on this?
do you have any questions? All right, thanks. You
I-
see the
Go back
I
to yours.
hear.
I can hear yours.
this is something that actually really bothers me.
That's
a lot.
not mine. Mine's on.
Mine. Okay.
Seems to me
Yeah,
Their
that
voices
a
are
lot
very
of these
similar.
cases,
They were very
these
similar and they
cases,
started perfectly. And
and
I
also
checked
some
like
of our
3
regular
times. You were on
cases,
mute.
Yeah, I was
like this happened in September. Why is this person showing up a month later and being told we don't have information about what the victim says they're owed? Like, why is that not information
Vincent?
that you've gotten before today? So now that guy has to come back another day because they didn't have the information. It drives me insane. I think it's really disrespectful of people's time. So anyway, there's not a whole lot I can do about it, but there it is.
one of the few female bailiffs we have. Either that or it's bring
I
your
don't
daughter
think
to
that-
work day.
I think that there are a lot of people in these buildings that don't comprehend how anxious it makes people to come here. And how like they might have to take the whole day off work or find childcare, or whatever the case may be. And so it's like, you know, maybe to you it doesn't seem like a big deal.
Sorry,
because
Santa.
you're every day,
directing
but it
a-
is a big
yeah.
deal, and we should be
Glad
doing everything
Santa's
we can
finding
to
some
get
off-season
people
work.
as few court dates as we possibly can.
I just want you to see Annie's room.
Wow. That's something. Can we find out what she's talking about? I want to hear it.
Mr. Young, one of your cases, Mr. Rondred?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
I'm sorry?
He's currently unrepresented. I think Mr. Edsero might handle that one if we're calling it.
I could call Mary Folks, who is online here, but we seem to have lost contact and we'll need a continuance.
Is there any chance Anne is over the age of 18?
Otherwise,
I
all
don't
3.4s.
think so, but it doesn't help having a face like that and sitting in a room like that, you know?
Ms. Folks, are you logged in? Can you hear us? Mary Emily?
Everything we go to today
Well, I think I'm maybe then not.
seems to slow down the second we get there.
Go to the bottom of the calendar. Go.
Okay. And is Mr. Edsero in a breakout room?
Also have Judge Curmudgeon
No,
up
Your
if
Honor,
you'd
I
like to jump to him in any
usually
point.
turn off my video and audio so
Okay.
people don't have to.
Oh,
look.
that hair, and he just winked at me.
It's all right.
Hey, Joey.
okay, Mr. Young, thank you for your patience. If you can unmute yourself, please.
She looks very confused, doesn't she? Is she even there for court or is she working?
So it looks like you do not have an attorney on board just yet. Did you screen already for the public defender?
Yeah, I did.
And Mr. Feldman spoke with Mr. Young, Your Honor. That was the only reason I didn't call it. But but Mr. Krebs is right. I did send over.
Look at her; she's panicking.
Information to him.
Standing up, sitting down.
I think Mr. Feldman will be hopping on Zoom here in just a moment, or coming back from the breakout room. So I just
Does she got a widow's peak?
Yeah, just like Creed.
It looks like he is inviting you to a breakout room, Mr. Young. Let me see if he wants you to join. One moment.
Don't be inviting Ann to any private rooms. I don't think that's legal. James Young up there, though, looking like a grade A badass with his choice in attire.
Do you think that maybe Mr. Young and Withers have a beef of some sort? Maybe.
I don't know, but she's Creed framed so hard.
Yes, she is.
I mean, she is just locked up.
Okay.
Okay.
And she's gone.
Your Honor, I'm back, and I
Hey,
think
Bruce.
I could call a couple 3.4s at this point, unless someone else. Although another device just joined, so I guess I'll take a moment to identify that.
She looks so young.
Since they appear, have their
The individual who just logged on is Samsung. Sir, what's your name?
Douche.
Me?
Yes. Yeah, with the blue jacket and.
Yeah, the douche.
Mr. James Brown.
Okay.
James Brown.
Yeah. Might have been Jack.
Douche. 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 Douche.
Mr. Feldman will speak to you in a moment, Mr. Brown. Thank you.
Riveting court, I must say.
If you want to jump to mine, I've got an arm and a leg.
Yes, Your Honor. So
being present by Zoom this day for scheduling discussion. Council have advised that additional time is needed prior to proceeding to preliminary hearing. Therefore, the court does find there's no objection by the state or continuance.
He's doing a county
The
meeting
court
right
does
now.
Schedule this matter once again back before the court by Zoom
He's being
hearing
funny. I think he's just trying
Wednesday,
to be
December 14, 2022 at 1:30. Wednesday, December 14, 2022 at 1:30 by Zoom.
Oh.
And
Is anybody else mesmerized?
He's covering it.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he really is.
able to
Okay.
be in consultation with Mr. Duncan.
He's
and
probably got some
also,
vested interest, I'm sure.
excuse me, Mr.
Yeah,
Jennings.
people are clapping and
Mr. Duncan has advised that Mr. Jennings
wilding out.
is now located at El Dorado Correctional Facility versus Lansing. And the court has been advised that apparently all discovery has been provided to the defense.
Judge Curmudgeon really
and
slow
any other
reading
matters
today.
come before the court. Mr. Sweeney
Not from the state, Your Honor.
and Mr. Duncan.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
What is she on there for then? I gotta go back. I gotta wait for
There being nothing further to come before the court.
Wonder what she's got going
Court
on.
is in
She's got to be to
recess.
court for.
Oh, wait a minute. She's in a whole new
Told me that he's.
She
talked to
looks
multiple
completely
lawyers,
different.
on these cases, and they've all been asking for more money down than
what he can afford, let alone put on a payment plan. A little more info on that.
Nice.
He is supporting
Got it.
one child. He has he supports his girlfriend. She works part-time. But again, his monthly
And that's
income
our
is
fault,
higher than
Hal?
125%.
Is that a grow light inside of like,
Sort
you
of
know, where
strict,
Mr. Hernandez
standards.
is?
I don't know if the court
Maybe
wants to appoint the public defender based on that representation, or wants to schedule another hearing and have him make more efforts to try and get counsel. But it's not like he blew this off or wasn't trying. But he just doesn't per se
Somebody
qualify.
live near a
He's
train
not an
track?
application. I don't believe he's going to.
I heard it.
Did he have a position?
Thank you, Your Honor. I know, no objection to the court considering in its discretion appointing counsel. I know that's something the court has the authority to do, and if Mr. Feldman believes that he's on the line of eligible or this case would be delayed a matter of months in order to save up for private attorney.
I'm in Florida if you need it at any
point. Counsel and keeping the case moving forward.
Mr. Young, is that your desire, is to have the court just directly appoint the public defender to represent you?
Yeah, if you could, I would much appreciate that.
I will do that, and I'm not going to engage in an inquiry in open court about your financial situation. Just I do want you to be on fair notice that in a guilty plea, or if it goes to trial and you're found guilty.
All right. So you want to jump over to Florida, and I'll keep an eye on.
I don't know what's happening over here, but it seems intense.
For Miss Withers
This is
Candy,
Steven
Withers original.
Rzalska in case 22-1125. What's
Wow.
his last name? Rzalska, G-R-Y-S-G-R. I'm sorry. We've received video. I need Mr. Rzalska to come in and review it, and then I think we'll be able to resolve maybe at this.
Indigent.
All right, December 13th, and we'll set it at 2:30. Hear that, Stephen?
Yes, sir. What time?
And health
Excuse
permitting,
me, what
you'll be
time?
in person at 2:30 on December 13th.
Good ears.
And
Yes,
health
sir.
permitting,
Thank you.
you'll need to be in
Love it.
person for that one, okay?
Yes, sir.
You got a little
Hey.
wax buildup in there,
Oh
bud.
God.
Yes, sir.
I just caught Mr.
Mr. Artasia
Patrick
Boyd, page 22,
Feldman over here
1206.
flipping off
I've
the
just
camera.
received some
Oh,
discovery,
let's see it.
Some of the paperwork at issue, and I have also just
You got it. I'm gonna cue it
transmitted
up
some
again.
reciprocal discovery over to the state. I'll refer to Mr. James. How long needs for that?
Hang on, watch him. It's coming up in a second.
Getting a continuance.
Watch
one
him. He
way or
goes just like
another.
this.
And at this point, we will schedule it about a month out, and Mr. Young understands that he
Watch
is
right after this.
waiving his right to have a speedy trial, but not waiving his right to have a trial in these cases.
Come on. Of course, Creed went
Stand by just a moment.
went back too
Mr.
far
Young.
as usual.
Mr. Young, Admiralty Way,
Now I gotta
that can
find
be
it
the best
again.
place to
God
send in the mail.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Checks in the mail.
1, 2,
Let's see, how much time do
4,
you need?
3,
Yeah.
3.
December 13th at 1:00.
Setting a lot of dates for these.
Christopher Miller.
All these hotties coming up to the
Christopher Miller in
stand.
case 19611. We've made a counter proposal in this case. I believe and there's some prescriptions at issue that Ms. Lee needs time to review. I'll defer to her again. A November return. November 15th at 2:30.
We've seen this courtroom before, and that female DA is a
This is
tiger.
Veronica Tierney in case 22-1380. Her case is related to Mr. LaMarcus Woodson's. That was set for November. I'm not sure what time, but I would ask that we track this alongside his case. Either resolve or go to trial. November 15th at 1:00.
She's been in the gym, boy. Look at them biceps on her. Ooh, I wouldn't have to arm wrestle her.
On your honor,
Yes,
I have.
sir.
Just call a couple weeks for record date.
No,
Oh, you keep calling pretrial. Okay. And your honor, I have Zacchaeus Vincent in case 2692. I spoke to Mr. Vincent last night and informed him of his active capias in a misdemeanor case. My understanding is he was turning himself into the jail today on that. And I would ask the court to please reserve on a on a capias until we determine if he's turned himself in.
There's a motion to revoke bonds. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this for a hearing on November the 21st. November 22nd.
Thanks again to
9
Jim and
o'clock.
Billy for their extra effort today.
Was that motion to revoke bond file?
I just found something funny. I was just backtracking to see. Look, when I'm guessing that's her mother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watch when she moves away. Look at the balloon. I just thought that was funny.
Yes, I don't know what I'm thinking.
Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if there was a reason.
Because there's not a good reason. Let me put it that way. What is October? Is that October?
And she's back for the third time now.
Let's try it.
Yes. So I got all the paperwork, Your Honor. I think Madam Clerk opened that up and
You just got a haircut, checking it out.
PBK. I'm sorry,
Oh
not
my
PBK,
God.
into O Court.
Oh, he just winked at you. Did you see that?
Again, the guy is flirting with me.
0350623.
Sup?
She's on Zoom. Obviously, Mr. Ward's on Zoom. And this will come on. Make sure she can hear. Ms. Jean-Baptiste, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Your Honor, we had been negotiating this resolution. She's completed a number of affirmative conditions. And at this time, the city's motion is to dismiss this one kind of assault for the domestic violence with prejudice.
All right, was there any pretrial no contact order?
For her?
Previously recalled. Let me double check that.
It's been terminated, but there was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, that's correct.
Miss Jean-Baptiste, whatever the agreement was that you had with the city, it sounds like you've successfully.
Mary, ladies and gentlemen, a little red.
So I am happy to go ahead and sign this.
An attempt.
Dismissal. Matter is dismissed with prejudice. So you are free to go, and congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Not her. Okay. I thought this young girl beat up her mom or
All right,
something.
thank you, Your Honor. Those are the, well, I have one other matter that I can call, and I think I'd like to call that one before I sign off. It's a 3.4, Your Honor.
Okay.
So this is Jeffrey Pastchen. 3 cause numbers. Got kicked out of O Court. So Mr. Pastchen, 3 cause numbers XZ02333636, 2A03224484 is tracking infraction with the new violation 2A0322.
She was pounding that thing.
I felt like I had soup in it.
Continue. He's appearing through me under Rule 3.4. Mr. Pastchen's currently still hospitalized, suffering from at this point complications of
Write it down.
surgery.
Writing that down, Cole.
More surgery. So,
Ms. Folks, please remain muted until your case is called.
So this is a defense motion to continue under 3.4. He did appear earlier, and I will note for the record that he was appearing from a hospital bed.
Yeah, and I recognize that as well, Your Honor. No objection to the continuance.
Matters continued to November 22nd at 10 a.m. All 3 case numbers.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have.
Your Honor.
Thank you.
Bruce, all you.
We can't leave without seeing what
Yes,
those
Your
two
Honor.
are.
So I can
See, I wrote it
call
down.
the Black matter. Mr. Black is appearing through counsel today on cause number 2A05602002A0253313. Defense motion to continue for some additional investigation negotiation. It's an excluded period. I reviewed that with him. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. No objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Matters continued to November 22nd at 10 a.m. Both cause numbers.
Any chance Mary is out with the Boy Scout troop on a expedition?
That's right. See, we think tent city and she's homeless, but yeah, might be out on a camping trip with her mom or daughter.
The
Counsel pursuant to
most awarded scout I know is a woman.
reviewed the paperwork with him.
All her kids were
Both
Eagle
sent
Scouts and
forward
everything,
November 15th,
and she did it
2024
all.
10 a.m. Exclude period for speedy trial purposes. We need a little bit more time to work on this case.
Objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Matters continued to November 15th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you. And Your Honor, the Daniel Dweem matter, D-U-I-M.
Not gonna lie, I kind of wanted to see what Jesse / Annie was in for, and now Mary
Feldman
folks.
reviewed this proposed
But
continuance with him.
I know,
November
getting
15th,
tight on time.
10 a.m. Exclude period. He's appearing through counsel pursuant to 3.4.
Not windy
A little
enough.
bit more time to work on this case, negotiate with the prosecutor. Thank you.
Objection?
No objection.
Motion to continue is granted. That'll be an excluded period for speedy trial purposes.
There's a lot of people there, I think.
And Mr. Krebs, is that one of my clients in the courtroom or is it?
I think
No,
you're right.
that's Mr. Cruz. He's Mr. Ron Drew's client.
Give it
Okay.
just another minute.
Is Ron Druid in a breakout room right now somewhere, or is he?
I think he just went back into a breakout room now.
And then I think Mr. Ward called all of his 3.4s, right,
Yeah.
Joey?
All right. That's enough. Guys, a special, we got a chase coming up at 4:05 East today.
Taser Tuesday. That's right, Creed. All of today's videos will have a tasering or taser related, or the story is around the taser. So make sure
Love
you're
it.
there for that. It's our very first time doing something like that, where it's specifically themed to tasering. So
Yeah, I like it. You guys had a good idea in the chat yesterday.
that was by popular demand.
Hi, Patrick.
Patrick's back.
All right, that's it for We Got a Case. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, of
Look,
course,
look, 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 look. They're in like California or some. Look in palm trees.
That's true. Yeah, I saw palm trees.
Definitely not on a mountain. Definitely not in the woods. Side of the road.
Linwood. Where the hell is that?
Linwood, California.
Must be.
That's
Oh,
a
is she
California
smoking?
flag back there.
I think she's smoking too.
Maybe.
Are we
I don't
talking
know.
to her?
Warrant. An
She's
act-
gone. Great.
She's
She's
gone.
You unmute it.
All right. Yeah, I was saying we'll see you back here tomorrow for court at 1:00, but we'll see you next at 4:05 for We Got a Chase. Thank you, guys. That is we out. That is
That's
it.
right. We
Thank you.
appreciate you being here. If we want to thank Jim and Billy both, the engine and the caboose today. Both those guys rock. We appreciate the support. Make sure you like this video. If you haven't, what are you doing? It's Seattle. Well, we're dumbasses.
Seattle
Till-
have I mean, I know the court is. They might not be. That makes sense.
Yeah, they could be anywhere, Creed. They're on the lam.
True that.
Till next time, we love you guys.